Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing a reading for Aries for January 2020. This is Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, as well as the cross-watcher of the Aries. Clear. So we're going to take a peek into 2021, see how Aries is starting out the year, what energies we're working with. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what fits and leave the rest. Oh, looks like I got a card turned over here. Check out your other sign placements as well. If you don't know what those are, you can go to a website such as Astro.com, plug in your birth information, and a chart will be generated for you. So what's going on for Aries for January 2021? First card out is New Beginnings, the Fool card. So this is a whole new cycle that you guys are embarking on and starting right now. New beginnings, new fresh endeavors. I mean, you can see how she's standing on top of the world here. She's standing on top of the globe. So you guys really in your empowerment, really in your flow, I feel like. Really starting something absolutely fresh and new. And we have the sacral chakra coming out. And so this is the seat of our trust. This is one of the seats of our creativity, right? So definitely a new beginning when it comes to creativity, when it comes to trust, when it comes possibly to sexuality for you guys and how you express that. And then we have the Eight of Wands, positive movement forward. So lots of beautiful forward momentum going on here. We have material and spiritual prosperity, abundance coming in for you guys. This is incredible. And what else? Empower. Yes, empowerment, stepping into your power. Really, this would be the strength card in the traditional deck, right? And so it's very much you guys coming into a whole new cycle of empowerment, a whole new cycle where you're in charge of all aspects of yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, just completely in tune and like ready to move forward toward whatever it is that's calling you. And then we have transformation on the bottom of the deck, right? This would be the Death card, and that's Scorpio energy. So there would have been, you have Leo energy, you have Scorpio energy coming through here. But this would be the transformation that you guys have had over 2020, right? We'll put it that way. And beyond, right? But definitely throughout this year of 2020, you guys had Mars in your sign for like 7 months, really kind of putting you guys through the ringer. You guys were very deeply affected by this transit of Mars and Aries. And it really, like when it comes to your power, your empowerment, it really brought you to a whole new level of that. So let's look at some of these new beginnings. What are some of these new beginnings coming through for Aries? Let's talk about this a little bit. What are these new beginnings? It's like, I feel like you guys being inspired, like that sacral chakra energy is very much Wands energy, right? It's creativity, it's sexuality, it's passion, like really feeling passionate, feeling really passionate and driven and empowered and confident is what I'm feeling for you guys. So let's talk about this new beginning. And so first card out is the King of Pentacles. So that is being absolutely well established in the earthly realm, very stable. For some of you guys, this is like a benefactor or that kind of energy coming through. And then we have the three of Wands, right? And so this is waiting for your ships to come in. But it's like you guys are really confident that those ships are coming in. Right? It's not like waiting in vain. Like you have put in the energy and the effort and you know that those rewards are coming through. Yeah. And then we have the Emperor coming out. And so this is your energy, right? This is the card that represents Aries. So you guys really stepping fully into your empowerment, into your ability to confidently direct the flow of your own lives. I feel like part of what this new beginning is for some of you actually is not so much about the benefactor energy. It's about like in the past, like needing to wait on somebody else or feeling like you needed somebody else in order to really get things moving in your life. And now you know that you can take charge of that energy all on your own. You have the power to do that. You don't have to wait for anybody else. You don't have to wait for somebody else to give you an opportunity, because you are the opportunity, is sort of like the energy that I'm feeling right there. And let's look at this positive movement, or this, let's look at all of them. Let's look at the sacral chakra card here. Tell us about the sacral. Why is the sacral here? Okay, and so yes, creativity. Page of Wands with the Five of Wands. This is lots of creativity, lots of passion, lots of, seems like fiery debate and stuff like that too. Lots of ideas. This is a big, big time for ideas for you guys. Tossing around new ideas. Really standing up for your ideas. Being willing to fight for your ideas and your inspiration and what... it's sort of like if you're putting together a project or a proposition or something, you're really able to stand up and be like, this is what I think should happen. This is a visionary idea. Like, who is with me? Who is willing to invest in me in this, right? And but like, most important, it doesn't matter who else is willing to invest in you, because you're willing to invest in yourself now. Yes, and then we have the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. And so this is an offer. And so it's like you had this cycle where it's almost like you realize that you have everything that you need within you to do things. To do things on your own. You don't need anybody else's assistance, because you have within you everything that you need. So you stopped waiting on people. And you started really taking charge. But when you take charge and when you release that feeling of feeling like you need a backup or somebody in your corner, right? Somebody then manifests that is in your corner. Justice, right? And so I'm feeling this is like karmic returns is how I'm feeling the Justice card right now. It's like maybe in situations where you weren't backed up before, right? Once you really had the confidence to stand behind your own decisions, your own choices, your own ideas, that sort of opened up the floodgates. And so it's like you were not supported in some of your endeavors before, because you were meant to step into your own power. And now that you've stepped into your power, that support is coming through, and there's a lot of positive movement forward, a lot of financial prosperity that is on the way as a result of you learning this lesson, I feel like. And then this is part of that new beginning too. It's like out of this, in the past, there were some deceptive energies surrounding you. There were some situations where things weren't quite on the level. People weren't quite on the level. And this, once again, was what forced you to step into your own empowerment. Was this being disappointed by people, seeing people as being sort of shady and having these ulterior motives and stuff, and not quite possibly presenting you with one thing and then that thing not being what was presented. There's a lot of different interpretations of that energy, but you now have the opportunity to start a whole fresh new cycle that doesn't include this energy anymore, which is really beautiful. And then we have the Four of Pentacles coming out with the Death card. Yeah, and so there was such... there's a transformation for you as well. And you got the Death card twice in two different decks. So that's pretty profound energy. That's a huge transformation. This is a huge end. And one of the things that's ending is you holding on too tightly to things that aren't meant for you. You're really letting go. You're letting go. I feel it as like letting go of control. Like you're stepping into, right? And so this is kind of contradictory, right? Because we're talking about you coming into your empowerment and knowing that you have it within you to do whatever it is that you set your mind to. But at the same time, you're releasing being overly controlling of how that's going to look, being controlling of the narrative, being controlling of how that's going to transform. That's like the biggest part of your empowerment is like stepping forward, knowing that your ideas have value, knowing that what it is that you have to offer has value, but not trying to force that on anybody else. That was part of the control. Right? Not trying to ensure that everybody sees things your way. You don't even care about that anymore. Not feeling like, oh, you're like, okay, I have this idea. I have this concept. I'm going to work with this. I'm going to grow this, but I'm going to let it sort of grow organically. I'm not going to try to micromanage it. is sort of like, that's part of what that energy is. And that could be in any sort of areas of your life, but there's an incredible amount of freedom that comes from that. And we'll see if those come back out. Okay, and then we have the Page of Cups coming out. And the Star card. And so this would be a message coming through, a message of healing. Some sort of communication coming through for you also that is incredibly healing for you. Something that you've been wanting and desiring possibly. Let's get more on this Page of Cups and this Star. What is this energy talking about? Okay, we got the Hangman, so there's a pause. So something, perhaps someone that you hadn't heard anything from in a while. There was a lot of, we have the High Priestess here, so a lot of mysterious energy surrounding this. We have the World. Wow, you guys are getting a lot of major arcana coming out here. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords. And so this is energy of some sort of communication, some sort of message coming through that offers a great amount of healing. It also requires a great amount of vulnerability, I feel, on the behalf of the person doing the communicating. But this communication offers a change in perspective. It's sort of like a different way, a different approach. It's like somebody, either you try to approach someone or someone trying to approach you. But they had to come at it from a different angle than where they had in the past. And it's allowing, and the way that they come through and approach the situation is allowing you to see it in another light. It's clearing up some of this mystery. And it's ending, it's sort of ending a major cycle for you. And it's allowing you, I feel almost like this is closure. It's allowing closure. It's allowing a deeper level of understanding and closure around a situation, which also helps you to move into a new cycle. So this is like the wrapping up of, and this could have to do with this person who was deceptive. This could have to do, I mean, the Cups is generally emotional, sometimes represents love. So this could be a love relationship. There's a lot of different things that this energy could be, but it's really just about someone coming forward and apologizing, offering some sort of healing message that really helps to end a cycle and bring closure and bring about a serious sense of closure and understanding. Like the closure and the understanding that was needed in order to move on is essentially what I'm feeling from that. Any other energy about that? And yeah, King of Cups still squarely on the bottom of the deck. I'm wanting to go to the Archangel Power Tarot. Clear. Any more messages about this? This healing message coming through. This cycle of closure. Any guidance or messages surrounding this for Aries? And so we have the Six of Ariel coming up with the Nine of Raphael. And so we have material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways, acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. And then we also have the Nine of Raphael, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. And so that's beautiful energy coming in. I feel like this isn't so much regarding the closing of this cycle as this is sort of like what comes next. This is the energy of what you're moving into. And so this is once again sort of like your material needs. This is like the genie in a bottle energy, right? And I love how it actually looks like a genie in this card because I always call it that, but it doesn't actually have a genie in most of the decks, but this is a genie right here. And so it's really like you being fulfilled in a really powerful way as far as your career goes, as far as your monetary needs go, as far as everything that you've been wanting to build. It's sort of like the closeout of all of the old, and this is what's coming in with the new cycle, and that is just gorgeous, gorgeous energy And so if you guys have a project that you've been working on, if you have been feeling frustrated, just know that there's a whole breath of fresh energy and fresh air surrounding you being able to really, I feel like, make your mark in the world. And then with the Ace of Michael, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress, just like we said. Clear up communication problems with others. There you go. That pretty much sums all of it up right there, right? And so it's like, maybe you just need a shift in perspective slightly, some fresh inspiration about how to approach a situation or a project that you are working on. Whatever it is, you're going to receive it. You're going to know how to move forward, and you are going to be very successful moving forward. So it's like, if there have been roadblocks, if there have been situations that have occurred, just know and understand that those, like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of energy, right? Like, don't give up because things don't seem to be going your way. You are meant to persevere and perhaps try things from a new perspective or a new angle, but like, you'll know what to do, and you can trust in your ability to navigate those circumstances. And this is the energy of clearing up the communication problems right here. It's like having those talks, having those communications with people so that you can sort of iron out any misunderstandings, really truly know where each other stands, know and understand all the details so that you can then move on from all of this confusion into a place of, I'm feeling you guys in a place of much greater clarity. If you were feeling unclear before, feeling much more clear moving forward. Yes. All right. And we're going to pull a couple Work Your Light cards. Clear. What additional guidance do we have for Aries from the Work Your Light deck? We have transformation, major transformation, you guys. 2 death cards and the transformation card. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Like, you are transforming in so many different ways. Your light body is transforming. Your ability to communicate, to stand in your power is transforming. Your understanding and wisdom, your life in general is in an incredible transformation process, right? As we transform in one area, we transform in all areas. Some areas take a little bit more time than other areas, right? But ultimately, they all synchronize. And then we have play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be too serious. And so your angels also want you to know that, like, you've been putting in a lot of work. You've been working really hard at things. And like, they see and honor that, but it's also like, celebrate your successes at the same time. Celebrate how much you've grown. Celebrate how much you have accomplished. And when you celebrate and you bring yourself into that celebratory energy, that brings more of that energy to you, and it gives you more things to celebrate. So really, allow yourself to take out that time to have a little fun, right? That's when that creativity really gets kicked into high gear, is when you are in that place of having fun, enjoying your life, enjoying the moment, enjoying your successes, because there is a lot of success coming through for you, even if it has been challenging. And then we have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to, right? And so that would be this energy. This is like, anything that you are clinging on to that's not for your highest good is being removed so that you can come more into alignment with what is for your highest good. And so just know that and understand that, and pay attention to where it is that you can where you can let go of a little bit of control, and understand that, like, when we don't feel the need to control all circumstances is actually when we are more in our power. When we're not in our power, when we're feeling insecure, when we're feeling unconfident, when we're not trusting, that's when we seek to control everything and everyone around us. When we can just relax a little bit, right? Have a little fun. Trust that everything's going to work out, play our part, but not worry about micromanaging all the details after that point, right? That's when we know that we are truly empowered and we are truly in the flow, right? Is when we don't feel the need to control all of those little things. So just look at, where is that attachment for you? What is it that you are not wanting to release, not wanting to let go of? That may be the very thing. Releasing or letting go of that thing may be the thing that then sets the chain reaction that brings in all of these new beginnings and abundance. And then we have Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? Right? Where are you being called to go? Where are you being called to go next in your life? In your free time? I feel like for some of you guys, maybe take a vacation. You've been putting in a lot of work. If it's possible, that might not be the worst idea for you. You're being called to journey away from something and to something, towards something and away from something. And only you are going to know exactly what it is that you're meant to be leaving behind and what it is that you're meant to be moving toward. And that doesn't mean you're meant to be leaving behind everything. There's just something. There's something here that you are hanging on to. And it's like the releasing of that is what triggers this deep transformation for you. And it doesn't necessarily mean even like letting that thing go and you're never going to see it again. It means releasing your grip on it so that it's free to do what it pleases. Come or go. Transform. Right? The energy, when we release energy, when we release people, when we release situations, we are giving them room to breathe. We're giving the situation room to transform. And we have to trust that that transformation is going to look exactly as it's meant to look for us at this time. Yeah. Yeah, so if there is somewhere that's really been calling to you, take a little trip there. It's really it's not the worst idea ever. You might find something you've been looking for there, I guess is the way to put that. All right, so we are going to wrap up this reading now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, like this video. If you enjoyed it and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love for you to join us. Click the bell with the little squigglies so you get all the notifications. There are links down below to donate, and my email is also down below. I do personal readings. I do really powerful energy healings. I do theta healing. I do a whole bunch of different things. So shoot me an email. Let me know what's going on, and we can figure out what would be the best service for you at this time to kind of help to get you where it is that you're wanting to be right now. You guys have a lot of beautiful energy coming in, a lot of abundance, beautiful new cycles. And so it's just this final transformation that's really opening the door for all of that to come in for you guys. I have complete faith in you that you will absolutely figure this out and move through this and enter into that beautiful period of abundance and new beginnings and blessings that is calling to you. I love you very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful January.